Welcome to the independent sample t-test output. We are looking at community college dancers and their perceptions of their body thickness. Do they believe they're thin enough to be a competitive dancer? You can see in this top box right here, here is the variable, perceptions of body thickness. You can see here, right here, is the dichotomous variable of male and female. Okay, so we're running perceptions of body thickness against male and female. Okay, right here you can see the number of participants. Right here you can see the means. Okay, here is your standard deviation. We're not too worried about the standard error mean in this case. So let's take the means. The male was 14.46. The female was 14.19. Okay? Just as we did in the one sample t-test, that period of time where we looked at the 5 questions and taking the middle number times it by 15, well, in this case, this still counts. Okay, so if we're here, that mean is 15. It's either going to be above or below 15. Well, we have two situations going on here. We have a conclusion of the male participants had a higher score than the female participants. Therefore, they believe that they have a less their perceptions of body thickness are stronger than females. Okay? Do they believe they're thin enough? The males believe they're thin enough than the females. Consequently, there is a subsequent conclusion of both the male and female, because it was below 15, as a group believed that they had basically a lesser idea of their body thickness. So they basically believed they were not thin enough to be a dancer. And that would cover the whole entire top box. On the bottom box here, as you saw in the first PowerPoint, if you watched it first, you have the Levine's test for equality of variances. Again, we are looking at this number right here, which is different than this number over here. Okay? This number right here does one thing and one thing only. It's only going to pick between equal variances assumed and equal variances not assumed. Using our typical magic number of 0.05, if it is above, you're going to stay on the equal variances assumed line. If it's below, you're going to use this one, equal variances not assumed. This is on your final, so you need to understand this. The easiest way to remember this is, if it's above 0.05, I'm going to stay on the top line, which would be equal variances assumed. Okay? So in this case, I am going to take this right here. I'm going to take the top line. So, in essence, I'm going to use these three numbers, the T, the DF, and the significance. Well, in this case, it's non-significant. So in this case, I am going to take this number right here, and I'm going to do my formula. T, parentheses, the DF goes in here. It's 38. Okay, equals 0.42, comma, P is greater than 0.05. Okay, that covers everything. The conclusion falls into the mean, which we can say that the males have a better perception of their body thickness than females. Okay, because this is larger than the 14.46 is larger than 14.19. In the same respect, we can also say that both of the groups have a lower opinion of their thinness. So yes, the males are better than the females, but as a group, they both believe they're pretty close to the middle of the field, but they truly disagree with the factor that they believe that they're thin enough to be a college dancer.